to me? Okay. Good morning, everyone. In our last class, we discussed about teaching language functions. So, language function, we discussed some activities. And today I have the one possible answer of one question of teaching offerings. Like, question is like this. Write at least 5 exponents of making and accepting offers in English. Also design any 4 activities to teach making and accepting offers in English. This is one question. So just to practice. Possible answer I have written like this. Making and accepting offers is one of the language functions in English. When we want to offer something to someone, we use the following types of exponents or structures. Making offers like, these structures we can use. Would you like something? Do you want? I will bring if you like. Shall I carry or something? May I bring you something? Can I, bring something for you? So these are what is some, possible exponents of, offer. So today we are talking about Unit 2. Under Unit 2 also we are talking teaching language function. Then we go to the vocabulary and pronunciation part. Okay. First we talk function. This is the remaining part. So most of the activities about function we already did in our previous classes. So these are offers, structures of offers we can use while offering something to someone, and responding to offer or accepting offers like yes please, thank you, that would be great, I would love it, I would love it. These are what some possible responses to offers. Okay. And constructing component of making offers, playing game, using workers to form exponents, using a worksheet are few activities that can be used when teaching making and accepting offers. Okay. The description of the activities of making offers are given below. Constructing offer. So steps are given like here. Steps. So basic classroom delivery steps. Draw a table on the table consisting of 3 columns. 2 columns. 2 columns. In the first column, write half part of the exponent, and in the second column, write the remaining part. If students work individually, they write possible exponents of making offers from the table. For example, can I, should I, would you like, how about, like this. They match and what they make possible exponents. Can I help you? Can I help you? Is there anything that I need to help you? This is offering one example of offering. Should I get you a glass of water? Would you like some momo? Then I want to offer momo. Would you like some momo? How about some momo? Or would you like tea or coffee? Would you like tea or coffee? How about some momo? These are what some exponents, some examples of making offers to someone, to something, to give something. Students write possible exponents of making offers and present to the in the whole class. So in this way, students, they learn exponents express the language function making offers. Can I help you? Shall I get you a glass of water? Would you like tea or coffee? How about some momo? Yeah, if you like, I'll bring. So this kind of offer is here. And another activity is word cards. This is very interesting activity. Word cards, basic classroom delivery steps we can use like this. Prepare word cards first. Cards are there. And write the words of making offers on the card. Write the words of making offers on the card, like, can I, shall I, would you like, how about, help you get a glass of water, some momo, okay, tea or coffee. These are different words that the students or the teacher, teacher has to write on the cards. So first prepare word cards. Second, write words of making offers on the card. Mix them and put into the basket or make piles on the floor in front of the class. Divide students into groups. Provide each group the basket of word cards or assign one pile to one group. They read the word cards and arrange them in proper order to make suitable exponents of making offers. For example, these are the word cards. Can, shall I, your coffee, some momo, a glass of water, how about help you? Okay, these are what these are words. These are words. How about help you, get you, So students now they get this kind of mixed word cards, mixed cards, and randomly put cards, and they read one by one, and they try to match in a sensible or a proper order that gives sensible meaning. Okay, so in this way, students they play with the cards. So students love to play with cards, love to play games. So if they get this kind of opportunity, they enjoy it. Each group presents their work group. After their presentation, whole class discussion can be made regarding the possible exponents of language function request and not requesting language function making offers. Okay, making offers. So our basic, our fundamental objective is what students should be able to form. Students should be able to form to make exponents using different, words or using different notions. हामीले पहिला भनेको थियौँ what are the elements of exponents of language function. Elements भने के रहेछ. So first function should be there, then situation will be there, then there will be the notion, ideas, like structures, words, patterns will be there. So these three things altogether make the what exponent. So these are words, structures given here. Since they arrange them, then what make possible exponents. Another activity. Cue dialogue is also common activity that can also be used in making offers like basic classroom delivery steps. Divide students into pairs, provide cues to converse in dialogue, provide cues to each pair, to converse in dialogue. Inform them how to start and terminate the dialogue, how they start and how they conclude or end or terminate the dialogue. Ask each pair to start their conversation. For example, would a cup of tea? No, thank. Can help? Would be nice. This is what these are cues. These are clues, hints, and then students they elaborate and make what full question, full sentence, full exponents. Like, would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? I will bring it. This is what offering. No thanks. This is what response. Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? So this is also a kind of offering. It would be nice. That would be nice. So in this way, they extend or they elaborate or they expand the given clues and make what possible exponents. And another matching activity, like this, basic, classroom delivery steps. Let's see. Mm, like prepare some statement cards and offer cards. Statement cards and offer cards. You can see in the below. Prepare some statement cards and offer cards. First, statement cards in the right side of the board, you know, uh, on the right side of the boards, and offer cards on the left side of the boards. Okay, just statement cards on the right side of the board and offer on the left side. Read the statement cards and ask students to select offer cards. For example, I'm hungry. The statement card is I'm hungry, and offers can be what? Shall I? I will make you pizza. I will make you pizza. Okay, this is what offer. If you are feeling hungry, I will bring or I will make some pizza for you. Do you like mama? Like this, this kind of offering we can do. I have got headache. Then would you like medicine? I will give you. Mhm. These, these clothes need washing. Shall I wash them? Then this is what offering we can use with the students. So how many activities you are asking? So gives in question may din क्या ये question में है ना तो मेरे question आना चाहिए bro. Question. What write at least 5 exponents of making an activity offer in English. Also design any 4 activities. 4 activities Also design any 4 activities to teach making an activity offer in English. So in question there will be at least 5, at least 4, any 5. Describe some useful activities. If not indicated, ask in general some useful activities. You can do like that. Okay. Yes. Matching also we can do like this. So in this way, I have prepared here 2 sample question answer of teaching language function. This making offers is one. Last time you raised your curiosity, so I tried to make plan on activity. So this is what about accepting and making an accepting offers. This is for requesting. Requesting upon yes, could you open the window, please? What language function does this sentence serve? Design at least 4 activities to teach the above mentioned function to the grade 8 students. You can take it. And you overall English language teaching ko chahi activity chahi yasma. How you this? What areas of English do you teach in English class? To teach in English class, discuss with examples. Examples, the activities can be based to teach the language areas you mentioned. This kind of general type of question also can have. So like English aspects and English like what activities you can use. These 3 sample answers are here. Use of dialogue, use of pictures. You pictures might help you basic classroom delivery process with basic classroom delivery process, delivery steps. And here also use of pictures. Like by the use of pictures, the following areas of language can be practiced. Which language areas can be taught or can be practiced by the use of pictures in English class? Language is taught, so we can practice. Vocabulary, of course, we can practice. Functions, of course, we can practice. And then what language skills, like listening, speaking, reading, writing. So picture is rich resource for teaching different skills and aspects of English language. Use of pictures in English class contributes interest and motivation, context for language use, promote comprehension, in responding immediately by arousing and stimulating them to speak. So the basic steps, like, you download or draw action-packed pictures from Google, demonstrate them in the class, make sure that every student can see them. First, ask students to read the scene of the picture, then provide them some picture-based problems. Students look at the picture and try to solve the problems using written or spoken language. Okay. In doing so, students practice structure, develop vocabulary knowledge, you know, use functions, and develop language skills. In this way, picture also, very useful. Your picture को लागि चाहिँ तपाईहरुको एउटा सानो book छ हैन, पिक्चर्स बुक छ, त्यो बुक चाहिँ म तपाईलाई यहाँ देखाइदिन्छु है त, यो युजफुल छ। Pictures for language learning. For language learning. Language learning. And right. Yes. Okay. So this is what very useful, book, Pictures for Language Learning, Andrew Wright, 1990. This is the book, Cambridge Handbook for Teachers. ये किताबबाट मैले त्यो पोइन्टहरु राखिदिएको है। You can download it. Just you click to the download option, and it is downloading. So once a question is asked in exam, so पहिलाको क्वेशनहरु हेर्नुभयो भने यो पिक्चरबाट आएको छ हैन, really clearly भन्छ कि different language areas like function, like structure, vocabulary, different skills can be practiced by the use of pictures, clearly given. Then question यहाँबाट नि सोध्न सक्छ, यस्तैबाट सोध्ने हो हैन. So how do you use pictures to teach language function, to teach structure, grammar, vocabulary skills, यो चाहिँ हेर्नु पर्ला है. Okay, it is downloading, just few seconds it takes. And after this we discuss vocabulary मा जान्छौँ हामी आज. Vocabulary सक्यो भने pronunciation we start. As I want to share, so please link. Okay. This is the link. Okay, you can download. Almost this is finished. Okay. Have you seen this book? So I want to confirm. Have you seen? Yes, please, everybody. And this is like this. Who is Pictures for Language Learning for? Here you can. Why use pictures? So here, just I borrowed ideas from here. Especially pictures contribute to interest and motivation, a sense of context for language use, specific reference point or stimulus. 5 basic questions, and here 5 ways of looking at language by the use of picture. One is what is number one is structures. The boy is running across the tree. Present continuous tense we can see. She is carrying a stick. Subject, verb, object. Is it raining? Interrogative. So structures can be used by the use of this kind of picture. Then here on the left right hand side, number two, vocabulary. Vocabulary. Number two, functions. Number four, situation. And number five, skills like listening, speaking. This will be practiced from by the use of pictures. So I request you to go through this book and please read it. Okay. Thank you. Now I will stop this reading. It's a very useful book. And yes, from that book, I borrowed ideas. By the use of pictures, the following areas of language can be practiced: structure, language structure, vocabulary functions, and language skills. Use of pictures in English class can contribute. Same from तीन बड़ी लागू interest and motivation. अलिकति यहाँ contextualize गरेको छु मैले. Context for language use, promote comprehension. In responding, contributes in responding immediately by arousing and stimulating them to speak. And these basic steps, I wrote from my side. So in this we can use pictures, and use of worksheet we discussed in our previous classes also. To teach different language functions and skills, we can use this. This is one more sample question answer, and this is just I discussed this. This is what teaching requesting from language function. Design or experiments, basic classroom delivery steps. This you can see. And piling up sentences also we discussed in our previous classes. And this, constructing exponents. And then this is what matching. Matching also. So in one column, function will be there, and in another column, exponent will be there. And word card also. So word cards for requesting like this, they match, students match, and they share. And using games, unending games. There are other games also we can use in teaching language function, but here unending game is what interesting. Making offers, accepting offers, and what activity this we just discussed, and word cards this just we discussed. Cue dialogue this just discussed. Matching also we discussed. And now let's go to the vocabulary. If you have any question, please write in the chat box. Otherwise, we'll go. If you have a question about language function, please you write in the chat box. Otherwise, we go into vocabulary. Yes, you have written. Can you get the exact feedback file that you present in the class? Okay, you get after completion of this unit. First unit we completed. You received that PDF file. I hope you have got. And when we complete this, unit 2, at the end you will get it, because I have, demonstrated you, and you have written also. I hope then these key points, will help you to prepare. Then finally you will get it. Yes. Anything to ask? Otherwise, we go in the next. Write in the chat box. Give me permission to go in the next topic. Excuse me. Okay. Now this is vocabulary, one aspect of English language, and this is also important area, because vocabulary, as we know, that this is one of the predicator of academic success. I think in our last class we briefly discussed this. And one sample question I have prepared here is, what do learners need to know while learning vocabulary? What do learners need to know के जान्नुपर्छ उनीहरूले while learning vocabulary. What are the knowledge areas? What are the knowledge areas that learners need to know while learning vocabulary? Mention the basic steps of teaching vocabulary to the lower secondary students. This kind of question may ask. Vocabulary is list of words and their meanings. Mhm. In our previous class also discussed. Okay. So it is one of the aspects of language we understand. Vocabulary is building block of language. If language structure is the skeleton of language, it is the vocabulary that provides vital organ and flows for the complete shape of language. It is therefore needless to say that teaching vocabulary is necessary for the students. It is one of the predicators of academic success of the students. So this is just background information about vocabulary. Why do we need? The students need to learn different aspects of vocabulary from vocabulary class. Some of the important aspects of learning vocabulary are given below. के सिक्नुपर्छ त? Spelling they have to learn how a word is spelled. यो थाहा हुनुपर्छ हैन? CAT cat, MANGO mango. In this way, they have to spell. So spelling, they have to learn pronunciation part. How it is pronounced? Pronunciation part, cat, go at a cat, go at a cat. We pronounce like this. P-E and pen, P-A no, pen, M-A-N man, M-A-N no, man. So in this kind of, pronunciation practice, they should get. And the meaning, of course, this is necessary. The meaning of word, grammar, what part of speech it is, noun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, kuno, and this grammatical part. So category they have to understand, use how the word is used. These are different areas of knowledge. Students should be familiar while learning vocabulary in vocabulary class. Okay. Then from the above mentioned areas of learning vocabulary, these are different areas of learning vocabulary. From the above mentioned areas of learning vocabulary, it is important to note that lesson planning, lesson planning for teaching vocabulary should focus on those aspects. Now, the basic steps of dealing with vocabulary in English class are given below. Now, these steps we can follow, while teaching vocabulary, like, select the words from the student's course book, say the words clearly and write them on the board. Just we say the words and write on the board. Get the class. These are the basic steps. So say the words clearly and write on the boards. Now, third step is get the class to repeat the words in group, and help the class pronounce the words, and make students familiar with the phonemic symbols of those words, sounds, and their representation, and translate the words into students' own language if necessary, if only necessary. Okay, and draw pictures or use a variety of other techniques like jumbled letters activity to show what the words mean and how the words are formed. Activity, jumbled letters activity, use of pictures, different activities we can use to show the meaning of those words and how those words are formed. So give examples. Give English examples to show how the words are used. Use your sentence. Ask questions using new words. Then use part also here. Then ask students to construct sentences using new words. Then we ask students to make their own original sentences using new words. And provide students opportunity to extend vocabulary knowledge through reading and writing practices. Reading, writing, oral and written practices. Oral and written practice. Oral means listening, speaking, and written means reading and writing. oral and written practices. These are, basic steps we can use or we can follow while dealing with vocabulary in English class. Okay, these basic steps. What are the basic steps of dealing with teaching vocabulary in English class? This kind of steps you can write. Okay, हामी पहिला वर्ड सेलेक्ट गर्छौँ, कुन वर्ड पढाउने हो त्यो वर्डलाई राम्रोसँग उच्चारण गर्छौँ पहिला र बोर्डमा लेख्छौँ। त्यसपछि होल क्लास रिपिट हुन्छ, होल क्लासलाई चाहिँ त्यो वर्डहरू रिपिट गराउँछौँ। kind of drilling will be here, and students they try to pronounce the words, wordहरू pronunciation उच्चारण गर्न प्रयास गर्छ। Make students familiar with the phonemic symbols. तिनीहरूको phonemic symbolsहरू जस्तै यामे यान म्यान भयो भने म या न, and 3 phonemic symbols are used, हैन। यस्ता सिम्बलहरू हामी परिचित गराउँछौँ, because these symbols are or sounds are focused in even lower grades like 2, 3, 4, 5, and in your जोड दिएको छ, then 6, 7, 8 of course they need to familiar, translate words into आवश्यक पर्यो भने आफ्नो learners mother tongue or the first language of translation. It's only necessary because this communicative language teaching approach also says that this is one of the principles. Translation can be used only when it is necessary. So this does not harm or spoil English language learning. Occasional use of translation only if situation demands, so we can permit. Draw pictures or use a variety of techniques like jumble letters. Words are split. Words are split into different pieces of letters, and students they read the letters and they combine in a proper order and makes words. So this is what word formation part. This is morphology part, how words are formed. They see that one. And to show the meaning also, pictures we can use, picture, word, and meaning. This kind of connection we show, and then students they get what concept about the word and meaning. Give students examples to show how the words are used. How the words are used. So we can give a lot of examples. And from examples, students they realize or they learn. And we also ask questions using new words, and students get us to construct sentences using new words. If they use the newly learned words in their one original or private sentences, and there will be learning. So finally, we provide opportunity to extend this knowledge, vocabulary knowledge, through oral and written practices. These are some basic steps that we can use while teaching vocabulary. Give example means there is, for example, further, let's say further word is taught, and we have further. We can use this word in the sentence. Further is what? This is food of animals. अब यो चाहिँ सेन्टेन्समा बनाउनु पर्यो animals need further to survive. In this way, we can give examples. Yes. What kind of example? कुन चाहिँ example भने तपाईले? Prem Deva, you have said if you give example, we will be grateful. One key example, make it clear. Okay. These are the basic steps. Our steps, and what are the techniques? A long list of techniques we have, so we can use those techniques. From the above mentioned aspects and ways of learning vocabulary, it can be concluded that vocabulary teaching should be regular activity like teaching skills and other aspects of language. Okay, these are what basic steps of teaching vocabulary you can do. And there is long list of teaching vocabulary we can use in vocabulary class. I think in our last class I showed you. Now just for refreshment I'll show you this. This is ways पनि भन्न सक्छ हैन, ways or techniques of teaching vocabulary हैन, vocabulary. Okay, these are what different techniques भन्यो भने यतातिर जाने हो हैन. Ways, how do you teach vocabulary? What are the different ways of teaching vocabulary भन्यो भने यतातिर जाउँ हैन. What are the basic steps of teaching vocabulary भन्यो भने माथिकोमा जाउँ हैन. How question is asked, question कसरी सोध्छ, real objects or real things हैन. Real things we use, pictures we use, like just you got picture book. Action we can use explanation, translation, pointing, like in clear method, definition, demonstration, self-defining context, synonyms, antonyms, dictionary use, matching, riddles, or this is also called brain teasers, tongue twisters. Last time we discussed like this. Okay, यति कुराहरू सबै गऱ्यौँ हैन. अब यो सबैको बारेमा त लेख्नुहुन्छ होला, त्यति गाह्रो छैन हैन. Use of real objects, how a couple of sentences you write, then you say activity सोध्यो भने यो लेख्नु है. If activity is asked, we have to write this real object, explanation, translation, pointing, definition, demonstration हैन. These are the activities and these are the steps, basic steps. These are the basic steps. What are the language, what are the areas of knowledge of vocabulary? What are the knowledge areas? Like knowledge areas of vocabulary. These spelling, pronunciation, meaning, grammar, use. These are the basic steps. These are the activities. In the last class also we checked that how do you teach the given words. What are the activities to be done? Vocabulary, pronunciation, spelling, and meaning. And here the select the pronunciation pronunciation we discussed that हैन. अनि स्पेलिङ को लागि यहीबाट तान्ने हो, मिनिङ को लागि अब स्पेलिङ लागि तपाई डिक्सनरी युज गर्नु, you can use dictionary use हैन. And then pronunciation you can use tongue twister हैन. अनि meaning को लागि you can use this in pictures, real objects, and translation हैन, pointing, demonstration, context हैन, synonym, antonyms. These are the in common way in. Then how do you teach pronunciation of words? Then we discuss in pronunciation section also. Okay, the pronunciation I conclude vocabulary. I think in the last class also we discussed. In our last class, हामीले एउटा यो स्टाइलले पनि क्वेशन सोध्न सक्छ हैन. In vocabulary section, I want to show you. In last class also we discussed, just to remind you, तपाईलाई रिमाइन्ड मात्र गराउन खोजेको, because we want to wrap up this. So this is, the question number 7 sir, you started question we discussed in the last class. Just to remind, right? Here the basic steps, then we have to check different ways of presenting meaning of words. Basic step, ways of presenting meaning of words. While teaching the meaning of word, we usually use translation method. However, several teachers use some other means. How would you teach the following words in lower secondary level class? Clearly, words will be given. Then, how do you teach those words? You can use a variety of activities to teach these words. So, in this way, also question may ask. And now let's go to pronunciation. Pronunciation part here. So here I'll make one question. Yeah, please show us what are the basic steps of supporting or facilitating in learning pronunciation of sounds, words, to the lower secondary level students. You gradual release model. This is very useful model in what pronunciation. Pronunciation, gradual release model. Example, so what exactly pronunciation is? Pronunciation refers to the production of sounds, words, phrases, and sentences with the appropriate stress pattern in a given language. With appropriate stress pattern, we use we produce sounds of English words, phrases, and sentences in a given language or in English. So this is the production. Then teaching pronunciation is one aspect of language. We understand it. Knowledge of pronunciation includes sounds, stress, intonation. So if we focus on sounds, in English language we have 44 sounds. Then stress is one. Stress and intonation. These two are the suprasegmental features. To determine the meaning of the word, phrases, and sentences. So these three things altogether, help to develop, this, pronunciation. So while teaching pronunciation of difficult sounds, we can use gradual release model. First, students should get model pronunciation of difficult sounds, words, etc., and then they pronounce. They pronounce. They pronounce. Finally, students, individual students get chance to pronounce individually. The basic steps of teaching difficult sounds according to gradual release model are given below. Like ID stage, for example, say the sound, say the sounds alone. Say the sounds alone. For example, foy and bow. So this foy and bow, by theory, Nepalese learners of English face difficult. For a sound चाहिँ difficult हुन्छ भन्छ सिद्धान्तले चाहिँ, किनभने English for and bow sound, these are labiodental sounds in English. Labiodental भनेको तलको लिप र माथिको दाँत के हैन, labiodental तलको लिप माथिको दाँत टच हुन्छ के यो फ एन्ड भ उच्चारण गर्दाखेरि हैन. सो से द साउन्ड्स एलोन, फर एक्जाम्पल फ एन्ड भ भन्छ हैन. तर नेपालीमा चाहिँ यो के हो भने फ एन्ड भ भनेको bilingual sounds हो, ओष्ठ्य हैन, दुईटा lower lip and upper lip. So two lips involved and will produce in Nepali, but in English lower lip and upper front teeth will be involved as the articulators. So place of articulation will be different, and students they feel difficult to learn these sounds. Once by theory. So I think this is in linguistics, language and linguistics unit छ हैन. त्यसमा you discuss in detail त्यहाँ बृहत रूपमा छलफल गर्नु पर्ला. So 44 English sounds we have, phonemes we have, 20 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds, 44 sounds. And these are the phonemes. And our students would be able to recognize and pronounce these sounds appropriately. Some sounds, of course, will be difficult to the learners because they are not in Nepali or are, but they have different places of articulation. Now, to teach these difficult sounds and their pronunciation, just we can follow the gradual release model. बिस्तारै release गरेको उनीहरूलाई independent बनाउने. First, teacher gives model, teacher provides sample, teacher gives model pronunciation. Students they listen and they try to pronounce together. Some teacher and students they pronounce together, and slowly students individually they have to pronounce. They should be able to pronounce the sound, pronounce the words, pronounce the sentences. This is called what gradually releasing. Independent. So this gradual release model can be very useful activity model. Say the sounds alone, say the sounds in words. For example, fan and van, pan, ban. We say in the word. Contrast them with other sounds. For example, tha and the. They contrast. Write words on the board, like fan, pan, ban. We write on the boards. Explain how to make sounds. To articulate and ba sounds, we use different speech organs or articulators like lower lip touches to upper front teeth, and there will be some kind of obstruction in the air stream, and the sounds pa and ba will pronounce as what fraction sound. यसरी चाहिँ फ्रिकेटिभ साउन्ड यसरी चाहिँ हामीले एक्सप्लेन गरिदिन्छ, उनीहरूलाई डेमोन्स्ट्रेसन नै गरिदिन्छ. स्पेस अर्गनहरू यसरी उचाल्नु हुन्छ भनेर हामीले यो ओठको सेपै देखाइदिन्छ बच्चालाई. दिस इज वाट एक्सप्लेन हाउ टु मेक द साउन्ड्स यो स्टेपमा. एन्ड वी डु स्टेजमा सँगसँगै गर्न पर्यो प्रोनाउन्स द साउन्ड टुगेदर, गेट स्टुडेन्ट्स टु रिपिट द साउन्ड्स इन ग्रुपमा जान्छ सँगसँगै उच्चारण गरिन्छ, यो प्र्याक्टिस गरिन्छ. युडी स्टेज गेट इन्डिभिजुअल स्टुडेन्ट्स टु रिपिट द साउन्ड उनीहरू अब इन्डिभिजुअल स्टुडेन्टले प्रोनाउन्स गर्नु. दिज आर वाट बेसिक स्टेप्स द्याट वी क्यान फलो while teaching sounds in English, in this way. So, कसरी सोध्छ क्वेसन जस्तै what are the basic steps that we can we should follow while teaching or while dealing with pronunciation problems of the students? You gradually release model जानु I do, you do, I do, we do, and you do. What are the activities to teach pronunciation or difficult sounds? Then you can go what technique techniques of teaching pronunciation. Technique what are the different ways? Ways, techniques, then we can mention the techniques. Okay, like minimal pair we can use, minimal pair. So one sound will be different. Then like pen, pen, ten, is the just the P and pen, T and pen. What is the difference here? Only the initial sound is different. What middle and final sounds are same. This is called minimal pair. Only one sound will be different. Pen, ten, if pa and pa sounds are different, then we can use this kind of minimal pair. Then same or different. This kind of activity also we can use. For example, royal, royal, or royal or loyal, same or different, this kind of, it's for the difference, it's for the difference. We can use, tongue twister is here. Tongue, tongue, tongue twister we can use here. Then, reading, loud reading also you can do. Loud reading, pronunciation. we read loudly, and students listen. So there are many, activities we can use while, teaching, um, pronunciation. Modeling also we can do, MODE, modeling, we just model and it's just they follow. Then oral drill we can do, drilling we can do, oral drills. We can also different, activities we can do. Like, rhyming words also we can do, rhyming words, So these are what some, activities. Mm, and one can be, like, recording, students, recording students voice. उनीहरूको voice नै record गर्ने and they can, they record and they can, replay and they listen again. Okay, when they record it, then they replay it, then learn where is the mistake and improve. So in this way also, they can improve the pronunciation. So if we have language lab also, visual representation also we can have. Okay. Yes. So in this way, these are different, techniques of teaching, pronunciation to the, lower secondary students we can do, Mm, now
uni education के ingredients किन हो र उन भएको university हैन
बुकहरु चाहिँ त्यसको लागि हेर्दा राम्रै हुन्छ तपाईहरुलाई एउटा चाहिँ डेभिड क्रसको बुक चाहिँ very useful book. Many activities are given there and I have brought many ideas from there also. You have written here tongue twister. Okay, tongue twister, you will see that way. Just I want to share my screen. Screen share गर्छु एकचोटी अर्को एउटा किताब देखाउँछु तपाईहरुलाई. David Cross. अनि क्लासै थाहा नभए पनि किन आउनु भयो होला यहाँ भने क्लास त चिनेर आउनु पर्यो नि कुन क्लास हो भनेर. This is a practical handbook of language teaching, David Cross, and many activities are here. And I have borrowed many ideas from here, and we can download it. For example, this is the content is the so structure, and this is first one is this is about presenting and practicing vocabulary. So different ideas are given here, and presenting and practicing structures, presenting and practice grammar points, conducting meaningful drills, and using broken group books. So here inside in the running text, oral work, exploiting dialogues using Blackboard, using simple cards. Okay. Lesson planning, learning games, classroom testing, improving pronunciation. Yes, this is sounds and spelling. Yeah, so we can see some techniques given there, like 210 page, not 200 page. 210. So I have borrowed many ideas from this book. Yep, jigsaw listening, music, benefits of music. here, like songs we can use, ways of songs and rhymes. All the activities are given here. So for the pronunciation also given here. And what's up? Well, here, all the activities are given here. I'm like activity in go. Revision of homework. Okay, thank you. So in this way, we prepare pronunciation also. You are asking about tongue twister. Tongue twister मतलब कस्तो हुन्छ भने, so sounds are same, the pronunciation will be same, but we will have different words. Just I give you some examples to you. Okay, tongue twister. T-S-Q-I-S-T. Tongue twister. Yes. Now, just I want to share my screen. Your David Cross को चाहिँ हेर्नु है, किताब चाहिँ यो एक्टिभिटी मात्रै छ. For example, tongue twister. I give you some examples, and from examples to understand. Last time also I gave you examples. Red leather, red L-E-A-T-H, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. So we pronounce these words. Pronunciation will be to some extent similar, but will be the different words. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. So further, habituating the tongue or familiarizing tongue with the different words we can use. Mixed biscuits, and you mix B-I-S-C-U-S, mixed biscuits, mixed biscuits, B-U-I-S, biscuits, B-I-S-C-U-I-T-S, mixed biscuits. If we say long time, then what happens? Our tongue will be what? Tongue will realize, or tongue will experience a kind of twisting in some somewhere while pronouncing. So this is what tongue twister. So first we have to read slowly. Then first we increase the volume. Yes. If you have any question? Okay, then this much for today. We'll continue in our next class. Thank you.